tune called Autumn Leaves. I thought it was appropriate for the changing leaves outside. So we have a special opening song today to fit the theme. It's called I've Got the Power by Karen Drucker. And feel free to sing along. You'll have lyrics up on the screen to sing along with. All right. All right, here we go. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. Two more times. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. Here we go. I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I've got the power, there's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. Every day I'm wasting my time thinking someone else is gonna do it all for me. I've got to get up, get out, just get it started. Take one step towards my destiny. I'll define my direction with clear-cut intention. Declare what will be, then watch it come to me. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. There's nothing I can't do. I've got the power to be anything I want. I've got the power inside of me. I've got the power inside of me. In those times when I feel so frightened and it seems like I just can't go on, I've got to look deep inside. That's where I find the power, the power, the power inside of me. Once more. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I've got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. We're so glad that you are here tonight. This is the Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Amber Davidson, and I am a practitioner here. We have some very special music planned for you tonight. We are so glad that you decided to join us today. We welcome all lifestyles and beliefs. No matter who you are welcome here. I want to acknowledge that this service is being held on the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne peoples. We recognize that this land is rightfully theirs, and we offer our respect and gratitude for their continuing kinship with this place. Our spiritual philosophy, Science of Mind, is inclusive of all spiritual traditions. We believe that at the heart of every faith tradition lies the shared message that we are all one. Christine Roth is our prayer partner today. She will also be available after service for one-on-one prayer with me over here by the windows. Let's say our mission and vision together. Our mission. We are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. Our vision, to support a world that works for all. So let's have our kiddos up. Do we have kiddos today? Oh, we have kiddos, yay. God is everything there is, so I am part of God. I know there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful guys. Go have fun. Tons and tons of fun. So each month we give a portion of what you give to the community to an organization that is deserving in our community. And October's outreach is the Crossroads Safe House. Crossroads Safe House began serving Northern Colorado community in 1980 with just 4 rooms for domestic violence victims. Today, it operates a 29,000 square foot facility with 31 rooms, offering daily support to victims and their children. They not only provide emergency shelter, they also provide therapy, advocacy, legal support, food, and clothing. Reverend Leah.
So I'm coming up here because I want to share a couple of things about some of our announcements. So one is blessing for our country. So Reverend Sherry Jensen, raise your hand, Reverend Sherry, and our practitioner Lonnie Hickman, who's not here today, but the two, oh yes you are, so sorry, you were hiding behind, there you are. So this is a beautiful opportunity to come together, to gather as a community, to pray for our country and for our world. And these beloved souls meet fairly regularly now, and anyone is invited to come for prayer, for meditation, and for conversation. And so, you know, just so you know, we love you and we care about you and we want to be there for you and are there for you. So just so you know, and this is one of the ways in which we are doing that very thing. Next one, Sherry and Lonnie are also teaching this. They're doing a wonderful series, and the next one is coming up on October 19th, Spirituality and Abundance. So if you would like more abundance in your life and you'd like to learn about our spiritual principles around bringing in more abundance, this class can support you with that. So
who doesn't want to bring in more abundance?
Right? Who wants more abundance in your life? Yes. Okay. So check that out. It's a sweet class, and it's for people who are new, but also those of you who've been around a while. You might want to check it out if you'd like more abundance in your life. All right. And then the last one, this is a really special thing that a minister by the name of Dr. Reverend David Alexander, and he put this together. This is 100 days leading up to the election. And every day you sign up, and every day you get an inspiring message. You listen to it on your phone, and a little meditation and a somatic healing process. So it's really supportive for you, for all of us, as we head into this election time. And so I just wanted to highlight that. If you don't know about it already, check it out. It's a really beautiful way to start your day. The calls come in every morning at 8 o'clock. So, all right. Thanks, Amber.
Join us for our next Membership 101 class, Sunday, October 20th or the 27th, 3 to 4 p.m. Learn the core teachings and the fundamental spiritual principles of our center. Get your questions answered in an open and welcoming environment. And see our website or check out our newsletter for more information. Tonight, join us after the service for lovely appetizers in the lobby and to just talk and commune with your fellow people. We're going to have an opening chant followed by an opening prayer, and I'm going to invite Linda up to play the bowls.
stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. Once more together. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace.
We're just going to take this time to bring ourselves into the now, into this moment right here, leaving everything before in the past and leaving everything to come where it belongs, somewhere out there. And to begin, we're just going to take a moment of silence for all of the turmoil that is happening in the world, for our hurricane victims and survivors, people that are still drying out and putting back together, for the turmoil in the Middle East. We're just going to take a moment right now in solitude and quiet. And understanding that this quiet is peace. It is representing peace. The peace of the divine, that never-ending peace, that expanding and always growing peace. That peace is not out of reach. It continues to flow. It continues to be in our world. That we know that the divine that expresses as peace also expresses as love and joy and wisdom and power. That all of these things are present, and they are present within us, within me as I connect to that flow, and with everybody else. We are all connected to that peace, to that power, to that joy, to that love. And we are all connected with each other through community. And I know that in this peace and in this power, we move as expressions of the divine, that we move with intention and high consciousness through the world to hold peace, to hold the idea of love, to hold that idea of peaceful power, to hold that idea of grace. And I am in deep gratitude for all of the good that happens, for all of the good that pours into all of our lives, even in the times of turmoil. I am so grateful for the good, and I am so grateful for the ability to just say these words and know that the law takes them and says yes, and produces and demonstrates from that. And I release this knowing that I have no more responsibility to it. It is so, and releasing this, I say, and so it is.
We have a little transition here. So Laura showed me this song, and it's really cool. It's by a group called Brother Sun. This is called Love is the Water That Wears Down the Rock.
You say your heart's been turned to stone. You say you wanna be left alone. You say love only made you weep and moan. Let me tell you something that you know in your bones. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. You say your soul's like a dry riverbed, stopped waiting for the water long ago. You said you better pray all night for the rain instead. Love comes like a tidal wave over your head. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. You say waiting for love takes too long. Dulls a sharp mind, weakens the strong. Well, you may be right, or you may be wrong, 'cause love can make a dog come tumbling down. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. The river washes over every woman and man, feet in the gravel and mud in your hand. Nothing can stand against love's command. Every boulder turns into a vein of sand. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the water that wears down the rock. Love is the power that won't be stopped. Love is the water that wears down the rock.
Wow, that was special. That was awesome. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. I love the little snapping. Some of you kind of got into that. Yeah, that was good. All right, blessings to all of you. So good to see you here, and welcome to those online. So glad that you have joined us this wonderful fall evening. The trees are starting to change. Isn't it wonderful? Fall is here. So, our founder, Ernest Holmes, he would often say this very thing. He would say, the power is within you, and it is greater than you are, and you can use it. The power is within you, it is greater than you are, and you can use it. Some of you can hear his voice. You have heard his voice say that, yeah? How many of you have actually heard his voice say that? I can hear it, yeah. Yeah, so he was referring to the divine power that is within us, and this power is unlimited. It is unlimited. It can solve any problem, any issue, any circumstance that we are facing. That divine power is there because it knows all things. It trusts all things. It allows all things. We get our human hands in there and we tend to muck it up a little bit, yeah? Muck, that's a word, yeah? Because we think that we can figure it out on our own. We think that as human beings, we can figure it out on our own. And yes, the human intellect, there is power there. Yes, there is. But it isn't the human mind that comes up with ideas. It isn't the human mind that invents things. It isn't the human mind that does that. It's the divine within us that does that. Every time a scientist creates something new, every time a scientist has a new discovery, every time an inventor invents something new, every time a new song is written, it's the divine. It's the divine operating through that person or that individual. Anytime we have a new insight about our life, anytime we have an intuition to go in a particular direction, that's the divine. It's the divine speaking to us through our intuition, through our insight, through our ideas, divine ideas, we like to call them. So part of this journey of ours is reclaiming our divine power, reclaiming it, and to stop giving our power to all these things out here. You know how we like to do that. Ernest Holmes said this: there is something which waits on our recognition to spring into being, bringing with it all the power in the universe. So, the divine power lies there waiting to be claimed, waiting to be known, waiting to be realized. And when we decide to meet the divine, the divine shows up to meet us. When we say yes, the divine says yes. Many of us grew up feeling powerless. And because we were taught that the only power that existed was this God that was up in the sky in the heavens. That's the God that most of us grew up with. This God that was throwing down lightning bolts when it was angry or pissed off about something. Yes? You got that image, yeah, of the God throwing down the lightning bolts? Yeah. So many of us grew up with that, thinking that was the power. But the God that we believe in doesn't throw lightning bolts. The God that we believe in doesn't ever get angry. There is no such thing as an angry God. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as a God that is punishing or a God that destroys. There's no such thing. There is only a loving God. There is only a loving presence. And that presence, that power, is a power that is focused on creating and healing and transforming. And that same power to create, to heal, and to transform is within all of us. We have bought into this lie that we are weak. We have bought into a lie that we are weak, that we don't have the power to heal, that we don't have the power to create the way the divine creates. We don't realize what we are truly capable of. If we realized it, we would be astounded. We would be astounded because in truth, we can heal the same way that Jesus did, the same way that Yeshua did. We are capable of that. Paramahansa Yogananda said this: with the realization of God comes all power. If the little wave knew that behind it is the great ocean, it could say, I am the ocean. You should realize that just behind your consciousness is the ocean of God. So we are these magnificent beings that are radiant with the ocean of God, the consciousness, the essence of the divine. The essence of the divine lives and breathes as us. We have at our fingertips this incredible power that has created worlds. Think about that for a moment. This power that has created the universe also lives within you. Ponder that for just a moment. It is within you. That same power exists within you. It lives and breathes as you. And this power can heal any emotional, mental, physical ailment, disease, illness, challenge. That power can create any outcome, transform any condition. You know, Yeshua knew this. He knew this, but it wasn't him that did the healing. It was the divine within him. He just opened himself and allowed it to pour right through. Most of us understand on some level that this presence, that we are one with this presence, that this presence is within us. But when we are facing something difficult in our life, how often do we try to figure it out on our own? How often do you try to figure it out on your own? Hello? Yes. I can't be the only one here. How much time do you spend ruminating and analyzing and trying to figure it out? A lot of time, I suspect. When we try to do this life solely as human beings, we end up prolonging our suffering, usually. Because our human selves are limited. They are limited. It isn't until we make that choice to partner with Spirit that the change that we desire is then possible. You know, there is nothing that the divine can't do. There is no problem that is bigger than God. There is no problem that is bigger than the divine. There is nothing that it cannot do. Let that just sink into your heart right now. Nothing. That means that this problem that you are facing in your life, whatever that problem is, the divine can assist you and support you and guide you through that problem. It knows exactly what you need. It knows exactly the person you need to connect with. It knows exactly the book you need to read. It knows exactly the therapist you need to reach out to. It knows exactly the community to come and be a part of. It knows exactly what next step is necessary for your growth and your healing. It knows how to heal the pain that is in your heart. It knows how to heal the grief that you have been unable to let go of. It knows, it knows, it knows. We teach meditation in our philosophy. And we teach it, one, to help you calm your mind, but also to help you access a deeper part of yourself. Because in that deeper part, that's where spirit lives. That's where the divine lives. And unless we are connecting with that deeper part, what needs to come through, whatever message needs to come through, we're not going to hear it because we're too busy running around. So we need to slow down and make a conscious choice to connect with this wellspring that is within us. And when we do, sometimes that guidance shows up as a picture, as an image in our meditation. Sometimes we might hear something. Sometimes we see an image of our little self, the little boy, the little girl, the little one within us, pointing out that there's something there that needs to be looked at. There's something there that needs to be healed. The wonderful spiritual teacher and author, Joel Goldsmith, he talked about this thing called the infinite way. An infinite way is a spiritual path that emphasizes our inherent oneness with that infinite power, that infinite presence. He talked a lot about meditation and the importance of meditation because what it does is it connects us to that infinite presence, to that infinite nature of God. He believed that we could experience a state of illumination through that connection with that infinite presence. And what he discovered is that if you spend enough time dropping in and connecting with that divine power, you do it on a regular basis, your old self begins to fall away. Your fears, your insecurities, the conflicts, all that is within your mind just begins to fall away. It just melts. And in those moments, we are then free. We are free of human efforting. Can you picture that? Can you get a sense of what that would feel like? You're free of human efforting. And then in that moment, we are living by the grace of that infinite presence. What would your life look like if you stopped efforting so much? If you stopped trying to figure things out, stopped pushing to make something happen in your life, and instead, by the grace of the infinite presence, just allowed it, tapping into that presence and allowing it to guide you through your life. What would fall away if you tapped in and just allowed it to speak to you? There's a grace that shows up. There's a grace that shows up when we are willing to meet Spirit. And when we allow that presence, that divine power to speak through us, to move through us, there is a grace that is possible. Now, it doesn't mean we don't have to do human things. If we break a bone, we have to have surgery sometimes. So we need a good surgeon. And if we're going through something really hard, we might need a good therapist to support us on this earthly walk. You know, and if we're really in need to know something right now, we have to turn to Google. Right? Oh, our friend Google. I have a friend that calls it googly. Googly, I got to go to googly. So sometimes we do need to do that, yeah? So I'm not saying that we don't need a physician or a surgeon or a therapist or the internet. We need those things in our human life. But what I'm trying to impart to you is that there is this invisible presence that is within the center of our being, waiting to be claimed, waiting to be known, waiting to be called upon. Ernest Holmes said, "There is a pattern of perfection at the center of your being, which has never been touched by disease or misfortune. Your intellect senses this through intuition. Your imagination feels it by divine right. Your inward consciousness knows it through faith. What you are trying to do is to awaken your whole being to spiritual awareness." And we can only experience that spiritual awareness by connecting to that power that is within us. In the 1800s, there was a wonderful New Thought physician named Emily Cady. And Emily Cady understood the power of this divine presence within us because she used it to heal herself in the 1800s. Imagine that. And then she used it to heal her patients. She taught them how to connect with that divinity within them so that they can then heal whatever ailment they were facing. And she said this, "We go into divine presence that we may come forth into the world with new inspiration, increased courage, and power for overcoming." So when we connect with that power, not only can we heal and create and transform our life, but new inspiration is possible. More courage is possible to assist us as we are facing these big things in our lives. Connecting with the divine on a regular basis does require something of us, however, and that is letting go. Letting go of the belief that God is still only somewhere out here. Letting go of the belief that I can't feel that connection, I can't feel it. Letting go of the ego desire to push and try to make something happen. And most of all, letting go of trying to figure it out with our limited minds. Letting go of the efforting. Accessing that power within us requires us to let go. It requires us to surrender. Because no matter what we are facing, no matter what it is, that divine grace is waiting for us. That divine power is available to us. The beautiful spiritual teacher Muji, he said this, "Remember, God is not different from you. It is not like you move out and God moves in. God is your truest self, the supreme self. Keep saying yes inside your heart and fall fully inside the beloved." I love that last line. Keep saying yes inside your heart and fall fully inside the beloved. That is true surrender. When we can fully surrender and let go, letting go of the ruminating, letting go of control, and we can, like a trust fall, and just let ourselves fall into the open arms of Source, falling fully inside the Beloved, there is so much more that is possible for our lives when we can do that. Can you get that? I'd like us to say, I wrote with Ernest Holmes' help, I put together this affirmation, and I'd like us to say it together out loud. And when you say this, say it with gusto, say it with conviction, say it with celebration, speak it as though it is the truth right here and right now. Let's say it together. There is one power, one presence. I am one with this power, and this power is flowing through me now. This divine intelligence operates through me without confusion, calmly forward moving, upward spiraling, outward reaching. Everything that I do, say, or think is governed by this intelligence. This wellspring of life flowing up through me knows no obstruction, obstacle, or challenge. There is no strain, stress, or fear in my life, for I am the presence of divine love and perfect power. The power which creates and sustains everything is now creating everything necessary for my happiness. I am guided by this infinite power, now, always, and forever. Whew! Take a breath. Just close your eyes for a moment. Just feel if you can feel the vibration of the words that you just spoke out loud. Feel the truth of these words that we just spoke. So when you came in today, you were given your spiritual practice for the week. If you want to take that out, and those online, the link is being put in the chat. So I included a couple of things here for you. So the first one, practice slowing down. Practice making a conscious choice to tap into that infinite power that is within you. Let go and trust that this power can heal and transform any condition and create the outcomes you desire in your life. Number 2, continue to reflect on what your life would look like if you lived by the grace of that infinite presence. What would fall away? What would no longer be troubling you? And then lastly, repeat the following affirmation out loud as often as you need it to remind you of the infinite power within you. And that's the affirmation we just read. So now you have it to take home and to speak it and read it as often as you need to. There is a power. There is a power that is within you, that is greater than you are. And you can use it. Know that you aren't alone in this world. Sometimes it feels as though you are, but know that you are not. You do not have to do this life alone. You have this beloved community here to support you, to love you, to lift you up when you are falling. We are here. And you have that infinite power that is within you, always available, that you can co-create with, that you can listen to for guidance, for support. The most loving, supportive presence you will ever know in your entire life. Let's move into a closing prayer. Practitioners, please stand in high consciousness. So just taking a deep breath. We feel that presence. We feel that power. We feel it within our heart. We feel it within our being. And we just know that as we move through this world, that we are indeed never alone. For we know that this presence and this power is as close to us as our very breath. And this infinite power, we can call on this power, this presence, to assist us in this life, to assist us as we face any challenge, because there is no problem that is bigger than God. And so I am knowing that as we go out into our week, that we are remembering this truth. I am so grateful to know and to be reminded that this presence is here. This presence that has created worlds is within me, and it is within every single being hearing the sound of my voice. And so I am just so grateful for this opportunity to come together as a community, to support one another, to love one another, and to grow together as a community. For as we grow, as we expand our consciousness, we help the growth and the expansion of the consciousness of all beings. And so with great gratitude for this moment, great gratitude for this time, gratitude for our growth and our evolution, we release this, we let it go, we hand it over, completely surrendering it to the divine, and we trust and know that all is unfolding in divine right order. And with that, we simply say, and so it is.
Love, 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 love. Love, love, love. You can feel it revealed when an open, broken heart begins to be healed. It breaks like the sky when the long, dark night starts to rain on the wheel of the world. Watch it rise out of the ashes of another day of bright light shining through your blue eyes. Surprise every single time we fall in love. Love, 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 love. There's a force in the fist. When unclenched, it ceases to exist and shifts into light. So much freedom releases from the fist. Insist on bliss, 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 insist on bliss. Love, 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 There's power in the sea, reminding itself how to become a true itself, in itself, and is capable of making a you or a me. There's a power in the word love, vibrating at a frequency. There's power inside our power is love.
Oh, just one more hand for our musicians. That was awesome. Woo! Very nice. We invite you to share your gifts with your community. We believe that when you give to that which feeds you spiritually, it returns multiplied. There are a number of ways you can give, which are indicated on the screen. Thank you, everyone, for your generosity. Please place your gift over your heart, or if you are one of our sustained automatic givers, just put your hands over your heart and say with me, "This gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all it touches. Freely I give, and joyfully I receive."
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. Join us for this one. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice.
That was beautiful, and even the electronic singing bowl that accompanied them was awesome. I am so deeply grateful for the generosity of this community within and to this community, and I know that this offertory expands in everyone's life here and in the community for which it serves. I want to take a moment to acknowledge our fabulous musicians once again. Our fabulous music director, Julie Koenig, Lance Ruby on guitar, Laura Evans on guitar and flute and vocals, Julia Taylor on vocals, and Katie Staple on percussion. Thank you all for being here and for enriching our service so much. If you are here for the first time, welcome. We are so glad you're with us. Come and have some appetizers after the service with us and get to know some of us. After service, our prayer partners, that would be Christine and I, will be over here at the windows for prayer. And if you are online and you would like prayer, please visit our website at cslnoco.org and submit a prayer request. There are also prayer requests in the back on the table if you'd like to write your prayer request. Thank you again for everyone being here tonight. It was a joy. Please stand if you are willing and say our benediction with us and our closing song. Place your hands over your heart and say with me, may we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we be awakened to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed. May we be a source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is.
Sing along with us. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family.